perfectly fine with it. Shit. Getting settled down. Wow. Another year, another video. Isn't that crazy? What's very funny is that last year, which that last video was really an ad for House of the Dragon, and I just started rewatching House of the Dragon, none but 3 days ago, thinking, wow, has it been a year already? And then, maybe I'm in that creative mood yet again. I wrote shit down so I could reference and have notes. It's not a sex on single player mode video without me referencing the time frame or how many times I've tried this. Guess what? This is the first time I'm trying for this episode, episode 2 of the new season, new channel, new look, new me, new year, new me. I'm basically going to be retreading some of the same ground that I did in the previous video. Hang on, I'm actually just going to... It's a new look, new setup, new couch. Sort of retreading ground. I already said that. I have this. I think I already said that. I think I'm just a broken record. I'm going to say the same things over and over again. Last time I was talking about how I really had no idea what I was doing. Maybe not so much that. This time I'm basically... I think I've narrowed it down that I have an identity crisis. I sort of touched upon me being like, oh, is this really what I want for myself? Is this really what I want to do? Blah, blah, blah. As soon as I get into post, and being financially affected by the strikes, solidarity, because they need their money, and I'm pro-union. I already said I'm a communist in the last video, so you should know where I stand. Even though it is frustrating, the only other time that I have been in this position was during COVID. And I was in the process of transitioning from one location to another, and then that just fell through. And I don't know, that was super weird. And now I feel so lost. Literally today or yesterday, they have tentative plans, which is still great. So hopefully they can sign pen to paper and nothing weird happens, and that the WGA has a good deal, and that SAG will hopefully be able to get a new deal stricken in. Yeah, I have been unemployed for actually I've been funemployed for about 2 months. Looking on going 3. I don't know. I liked my job. I didn't like what I was doing by the time I got furloughed, because they had offloaded already half of the company. I think that was just before the strikes or during the strike, the writers, or they were talking about it. But I don't really want to get into it in case any of my employers see this video, but I will say that my outlook on the company is somewhat negative, based on the strategies that they have done. And when there was massive layoffs, I was on a Zoom call. It was in April, sometime in spring. There was apparently 2 Zoom calls that they did for the company to say, we're either going forward with you or we're sorry to say this. And I heard the jargon that basically said we're letting people go, and I thought I was on the bad call. So my life was like hell for literally 6 hours waiting for them to be like, we're going to schedule a call with some of the coordinators, and then we're going to figure things out. And so they pushed off the call, and then some people were saying oh, thank you so much. And they were being really cordial. I'm like, what way to take getting fired on the fucking chin. What the fuck? And so I had to text the guy that helped me get the job in the first place. And he's like, who's talking to your call? And I told him who. And he's like, oh, you're actually on the good call. And I just wept because I was like, oh my God, I still have a job. I totally was not prepared for any of that. I was like, I don't have anything lined up. I don't know if I'm skilled enough because I haven't developed at this job because it's been so stop and start. When I first started, my first 2 months, I had a producer that wasn't doing things either the proper way or wasn't teaching me the proper way. We both were new. And so they put 2 new people together, which is just, I don't know, felt kind of weird. And so when things started to go bad and somebody else was helping out on that project, I was like, oh fuck, we're both going to get canned because he's been telling me to do the wrong things and I've been doing the wrong thing. Ultimately, I was saved. And maybe it's because they like me because, I don't know, I like to connect with people. I like going into the office. I like talking to people. It's really fun to pick the brains of all my coworkers. And I think in meetings, I'm always fun and chipper. And I've always said on every resume, I am a morale booster and I like to joke around. But when it comes to work, I'm serious and I'll learn. I learn very quickly. And when it comes to accountability on other parts, or for other people, I hold myself very accountable and try to do my best work and will always try to work towards achieving better, higher scores. But yeah, so I feel like I've got some weird PTSD because then especially when I got the call that I was furloughed, I was like, oh my God, this is it. They're like, hey, we need to talk. And I was like, oh my God, because I knew I was getting a little bit complacent because I was doing administrative work and it fucking sucked. fucking ass. It was the worst. I was like, I don't know if this job is for me anymore. It was only because I wasn't doing the work that I enjoyed, and they had moved me from one project to another, and then I finally got to see what the whole VFX shebang was about, like with big VFX projects and like seeing how everything works together. And I'm like, this is fucking cool. Like, this is the shit that I like doing. And I get it. There's sometimes dull parts to the job, but I was like, I'm a coordinator and I'm only doing like 2D stuff. And it's like, I would like to work with these and I don't know, have an avenue for greater success down the way. Cause like if I do want to pursue even more in VFX, I want to be a supervisor and get to go on sets and figure this shit out. And then it's like, maybe it's on me. Maybe that's on me and I'm not doing too much, but I was like trying to do my work and then ask around. I don't know, man. I'm not doing this whole LA thing right. I'm not networking enough because I know most people don't know what the fuck they're doing and they learn on the job anyways. So I'm trying to fake it till I make it right now. Yeah, just unbelievably stressed out because of all of this. It's like the one time in my life where I've always said things will work out. Everything will be fine. It's going to work itself out. And maybe that's the privilege that I have. Like talking last time, it's like maybe it is the white privilege. But I don't know. I'm in a really great spot, not necessarily financially with my job, but like with the people that I know, my girlfriend, we live in a great spot. I've got a great dog, great relationship, and I'm working to better other relationships, like with my family. And that's even though like, it's like I'm uncertain for where I'm at for my future self, like what the fuck am I going to do down the way? But I really kind of know what I want. Is that weird? I don't think I'm saying this right. It's just been so very stressful, and I'm happy to hopefully get over it sooner rather than laters. Sooners rather than laters. Because, yeah, I don't want to be a burden. So that's why I want to not just rely on unemployment benefits and I want to work. I want to do things. Weird. That's that Midwestern in me where it's like, I want to work to prove my worth, which is like weird, but it's just something that's like you raise and it's sort of instilled in you. So it's like, I know when I have a job, I'm going to put my best foot forward and I'm going to work to do my absolute best. And especially if I'm not doing my best, I hope someone tells me and doesn't try to set me up for failure, which is what I kind of feel like this job was kind of doing. Because I watched this video about someone talking about quiet firing, where they're like, the company will move you around so they have a reason to fire you. And I'm like, oh my God, was this fucking happening to me because I wasn't developing fast enough? But it was on them for not developing my skills. So in the last video, I talked about how I wasn't sure if this is what I wanted to do, and I had ideas for videos where I wanted to talk about sort of where I come from in a way, not necessarily, I mean, I obviously stated I'm from Nebraska, and so I like to say that's humble beginnings, and I've learned a lot throughout my years, but I've have different idols that I look up to. I look up to a lot of my friends because I'm surrounded by a bunch of talented and creative people. I've been working with my buddy Kyle, who I met on the set of Babylon. Oh, look at this. Look at my boy here. Look at my son. Look at how small he is. I'm getting into building Gundam now, too. I need more hobbies. And I've been writing. I say that. What am I doing? When I was growing up, I see these people like Jim Carrey, who I really, really enjoyed. I love that fun, chaotic energy. And truly nothing has impacted my humor or how I see the world. Nothing has shaped it more than fucking YouTube, which is YouTube Abridged series.
What store are you in? I'm at the soup store! Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
And Jake and Amir.
Being safe is for mothers and nerds, and last time I checked, I'm have a pussy.
And other sketch videos. And yeah, I was in those corners of the internet, and that's the kind of shit that I really want to do. And I've been doing that, again, like I said, working with Medley Studios and Kyle, whose channels I will link in the description. We've been working together. I've done a couple of sketches, which I will link as well, perhaps on the screen. Hopefully you go give them a watch. And it has been so fun. So I know now, even working on the most amateur of sets, and it's not even amateur because they are so very professional. It's just amateur in the fact that we aren't doing it for money. Like, it's not for money at the moment. I've always thought that I could be more successful being collaborative, at least having one more person to help me, just keep me focused, keep me on task. And I know it sucks because that is very dependent But at least, like, if I can work with someone and develop the skills with someone, that way I can do things on my own so much easier. I don't know. Of course, it's like the what ifs. It's like saying I'll be happy if, but it's like I know when I'm doing things with other people, it gives me the energy and keeps the ball rolling and just going down the hill. I mean, I was able to shoot all those videos after either having successful sets or doing like being on sets as well, and just being invigorated with the creative process and spirit. It's like, man, I just, like post is one thing. It's certainly, it's work, and production is work too, because sometimes it's stopping and starting, and sometimes it flows really well. But there's some magic of just being on set that I absolutely love and adore. So what I want for myself in the future is to get on production. Of course, either just to be an actor would be fucking incredible, but even just working behind the scenes, being behind the camera, helping out, I don't know, like I should look into PA jobs. That's one thing. I haven't been doing enough in terms of setting myself up for success. I've given myself a goal early this year, because last year I had 2 shows that I got paid for, and I was like, okay, I can double that this year. I want to be comedy shows. I want to be on 4 paid gigs this year, and I think technically I was only on 1 because I was like a late addition. I don't know. There's something about, like, I don't want to be a pest. I don't want to pester someone because I was like, oh, I want to have a slot on your show, please. Because, like, I talk to these people. They run shows. I ask in the moment, like when we're networking or having a conversation, I was like, I'd like to be on your show, or let me know if I can be on your show. And people will tell me, it's like, oh, I should book you sometimes. Like, I'd love to have you on my show. And it's like, I'm trying to move towards giving people the benefit of the doubt, where it's more like, I hope they're not just saying that, It's like, because I know that there's comics everywhere hitting people up in the DMs and submitting things and being like, I would like to be on your show. Like, here's a video of me. Like, would you book me? And it's like, I don't have a tight 5. Am I doing comedy as just a hobby? I don't know. I have a lot of fun. I've had some great sets over the last few months, all at open mics. And it's like, damn it. And I hate to get the feeling, it's like, I think I'm owed at least those 4 shows by this time. I don't think I'm owed going to the Improv or anything, but it's not even owed. It's like I earned. I feel like I've put in enough time that I should be getting on shows. Just having to constantly create sets and not having a fully fledged 5 or fully fledged 10 just out, because I like to be loose and laissez-faire. Like, I pick 5 major jokes and I was like, oh, 10 minutes is like great. I know I can do 10 minutes because I want to work in the crowd and do weird, random, absurd stuff. But then some of my comedy friends are like, oh, you should do clowning. And it's like, sure. I mean, I'd love to do that. I'd also love to do improv. There's so many creative avenues that I'd like to do, but it's like, maybe I'm carving out my own niche, being a comedian, doing the things that I'm doing, the funny voice bits that I try to do. And people say, great set. And I go and I rewatch it or I re-listen to it, and I was like, I don't know. I could do better. I should be doing better. And it's because I need to put more hours into doing that. And that's mostly why I'm doing this right now. Monday Night Football. It's football season. I love football. It's Monday Night Football. I'm making this video while Monday Night Football is going on. 2 games are going on, and I'm not watching either of them or checking on any of my updates, because I told myself I need to put my head down and do the work. I need to do something. My girlfriend's been gone in Europe for 2 weeks, and I wanted to do this the entire time. I've also wanted to read that I haven't been doing. It's like, I want to figure out how I can set goals for myself and game plan them and actually do them. And that's tough. I don't know if I need somebody that helps me keep myself accountable doing this or that. And that's like a dependency thing. So I don't know if I need to go back on. Oh my God, I've been shooting for 28 minutes. I talked for like 28 minutes. You're fucking kidding. You're actually fucking joking. Have I not been recording this entire time? Oh, no. God fucking damn it. Son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch. Are you kidding me? I don't even know where it stopped. I'm not doing this again. You're getting no video. Some weird shit that I'm going to put in between there. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Ugh. I thought I had 30 minutes on this thing. 21 minutes and I recorded for 28? Son of a bitch. Oh, God, I wish there was some fucking way. There's not like a red light on here. Is it even still recording? I'm going to be so pissed. Hey, dude. Dude, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, my God. I wish I would have researched fucking cameras before I did this bullshit. Of course I do. Oh, my God. You only get so much. You only get so little fucking time to record. 20 minutes, and I rambled. I can't even believe. I was going to look, and it was going to be like 15 minutes. Obviously not. I'm going to have to shred this shit down. There was some dead air. God fucking damn it. My dog is whining. I got to feed her. I got to take her out. I'm excited to do the fucking work, I said. I'm excited to do the fucking work. But not not the work necessary to go back and re-record lines or some shit. It's all just a basic fucking outline anyways. I just wanted to get something done. I just want to do shit. I just wanted to do these small things so I can get it out of the way like I did with the veggie plate video. I'm just going to put it out there. So I said that I did.